Everybody's still coming in. I'm not on? I'm on now. Yeah? All right, good morning. So fun to see everyone. Hi. I'm sure there's going to be people milling in. People are trying to find a place to park. Sorry about that. So about that, we'll talk about it a little later. But this is an opportunity for us to carpool, to get close, to exercise. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We will have this issue with parking through October. So we've got some solutions coming, some already in plan. The month of May, the month of August, we won't have to worry about it. So there is some solutions on the way. So let's not fret. In fact, we're certainly not going to fret today, right? Today is about what? Shine. Yeah. We're here to shine today. So this is our annual event, and we've done Shine now, I think, for 4 years in one form or another. Last year, we did an Earth Day celebration outside. And the year before that, we did right here, almost set up exactly like this, and very similar. But let's see if we can settle into this moment and set our intention for the day. And I'll set our collective intention, but you might be thinking about what your own personal intention for the day is. That's a good demonstration right there. That with all this going on, still setting up, moving, people coming in, the room set up differently than usual, someone painting over in the room, so much going on, and yet at the midst of all that, there's a stillness in the center, yes? There's a peace. Can you touch it? There's an unconditioned love. There's that thing within each one of us in this room, in us individually, out in nature, everywhere present, that came from that infinite realm of the invisible right here at this point of connection. I feel it, I know it. And this day I have the opportunity to know it even more intimately. That in the midst of joy and fun and chaos and frivolity and dancing and music is that spark of life, is that divinity, is that one essence, that which called me, called each one of us, called this idea of CSL Cultural Codes, called this idea of shine into form. Yeah. Right in the midst of all the fun, all the joy, is that eternal love, that which is unconditioned, that which freely gives of itself over and over and over and over again. I receive. I affirm for each one of us, and everyone at home, everyone that tunes in from wherever you are this morning, that light shines bright. That light loves, that it guides, that it nurtures, that it inspires this to be maybe the best day ever. I'm so excited to know that there is that eternal flow, that eternal presence, that unconditioned love here within, moving in, as, and through me. Everyone hear this entire idea of the event. It's through the music, it's through the messages, it's through our hugs, our laughter, the food that we eat that nourishes our bodies, the art that we create together, the art that we buy together. All of that is the divine in form. I'm so grateful to have the eyes to see, the heart to feel, the mind to know this truth, and this divine temple to dance and enjoy and express and experience this thing called life even greater than ever before. For this and so much more, I am grateful. Whew. I claim this good, and so it is. So it is, so it is. So much fun today. So much fun. I'm going to give you a tad rundown, and we're going to do it again in a little while later. But we have so much fun from this moment through our drum circle at the end. And if you didn't bring a drum or a shaker, you got your body, you got your hands, you got your voice. You're going to participate. So we're going to begin this morning with music, guidance, message, breath work, with Bob Sima and his wife, Shannon Plummer. Yep. So whether you've seen them in person or not, you've heard their music, yes? You've certainly heard Bob's songs that I'm particularly partial to. You know, I didn't give you a list before you got here of what I wanted to hear. But I love Bob's music, and so Bobby and Joyful Noise have done his music before, so I'm really grateful they made the trek over here from the Cocoa Beach area of Florida, and I'm seeing all the really cool places that you're playing. Oh my gosh, they were just in Myrtle Beach. They're going to be in Asheville on Memorial Weekend. That looks like the bomb. That looks like a really awesome event. Really cool events that they're at. And they're all about raising consciousness, right? All about raising the vibe, raising consciousness, helping each and every one of us stimulate and motivate that which is within us, yeah? To be that light and to shine it brightly and brilliantly. So with that, I'm just going to get out of the way and let them come up. Yeah.
Hey. Good morning. Happy Shine Day. Woo!
Woo. I feel it already. I think everybody's shining already. So while Bob gets ready, I'll just give a little bit. So normally when we are guests at a spiritual center, I usually write a talk around 3 of Bob's songs. And Reverend Teresa was like, oh, we want something experiential. And Bob's like, how about breath work? Because we teach breath work. We have about 3.5-hour breath work class that we teach. And so today is a little different. Rather than 3 songs, we'll work around 2, and we'll integrate quite a bit of breath work through the experience, because breath work makes us shine, right? And breath work is such a complicated field. A lot of people think, oh, I have to be laying on the floor and rebirthing and crying and screaming. And Bob and I are like, yeah, but that's not practical when you're just ticked off in the grocery store line. So our breath work is called practical breath work. So we're going to do some open-eyed, we're going to do some standing, we're going to go inward with our eyes closed and do some breath work, and also do some with a song. So our eyes open, but that stimulation of music along with the breath. So fair enough? Sound pretty good?
Y'all excited for that or what? Yeah, that sounds awesome. I want to do that. Anyway, I didn't think about the connection between breath and shine. But like, if you think about it, there's a flame, there's a fire. What makes it bigger? You blow some wind on it and it just gets bigger. So when we do our breathwork classes, we see people, we should take a before and after. Because they come in, they look a little, whatever. But they come out and they're like, I feel good. I'm alive. And so breathwork is everything. It's everything to us. We're going to sing a song that I wrote for breath. I wrote a song for breath. How romantic is that? But what we're playing here, what the yogis were always saying is we're not really talking about the air, right? We're talking about what rides in on the air. You feel that? Like when we're up here giving a talk or something and you feel the energy of it, that's what we're talking about. It rides in on the air. So let's experience it from the very beginning. Let's just do it right now. We're not going to go into a lot of teaching and lessons and are you breathing right, are you whatever. It's pretty fun to teach breath work. People are like, oh, Captain Obvious, you're teaching me how to breathe? Thank you. As Epictetus said, you can't teach a man what he thinks he already knows. So it is really tricky. You have to re-inspire them, re-engage them with their breath. So we're going to just start with one breath. And I want to invite you to go all in with this. All right? You can keep your eyes open, look right at us, and just own it. And we learned this from Leonard Orr, who was one of the pioneers in this work. So 3 little ones and a big one, right? And it looks just like this. It's with your mouth, all right? So it looks just like this. Even in and out. 3 short, followed by 1 long. Y'all got that? You ready to rock and roll with that? Okay. We'll start with an out breath. Here we go. 3 short. Again. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. You feel it, right? If you don't feel it, that's okay. There's a resistance maybe. But I see a lot of smiles. I see a lot of, I see a lot of shine happening. So that feeling right now is all we're ever going for with this stuff is that feeling. Don't you think you should just always feel good? I mean, why not? Why not? And why does it have to be with, a gummy or a glass of wine or a Netflix? Why can't it be with that, right? So that's sort of our mantra here.
So before we move into some more breath work and a song, I just want to sprinkle some words. So I'm a writer, so that's the way that things come through me. So I'm just going to sprinkle some words and some mysticism here around the breath, around that concept of spirit, and make some connections to my shamanic lineage as well. But I want to begin with a quote from Hafiz that says, I am a hole in a flute that the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to this music. That quote just captured me. We're all holes in a flute playing the language of the artist, the poet, the muse, the lover, the creator. We listen to the language of God, of all that is whirling in miracles of creativity, creating creation. It's the air, the wind, the breath, the spirit that animates us and gives us permission to the voice. It gives permission to the painting. It gives permission to the poem, the music, the love, creation. We're not the breath, but the tool the breath uses to activate our most intimate self. We are the vessel to become awakened, enlivened, and present to each and every moment.
You can find me in the silence I'll be breathing. It's the truest true, everything I believe in. Light dances before your eyes, a precious gift to be realized. It leaves you with an indescribable feeling that I'm awake, that I'm alive, and I am here. As the air moves in and out of me, I can feel it. It's the Buddha, the Mother Mary, and Holy Spirit. It's every book I read, the single thread that gets me clear and out of my head, ties my body to my soul, and I'm always near it. And I'm awake, I'm alive, and I am here. Sounds like a sing-along. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. If you clap along too, can you get your hands together with us? I've spent enough days just barely breathing. Shallow, hollow, empty, it left me feeling disconnected on overdrive, and tempted to dull the ride. Hints of joy, but they were often fleeting. Yeah, and I'm awake. Come on, sing it. I'm alive. I am here. Yeah. I'm awake. I'm alive. I am here. Take it up a notch. I'm awake. I'm alive. I am here. Woo! I'm awake. I'm alive. I am here. It's the guide, it's the way, it's the path through every fear. It's the night in the past, the instant now and here. It's a grand entrance for the truth today, and it's always just one breath away. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. I'm awake, I'm alive, and I am here. All right, you know what we're gonna do now? You're like, I don't know, Bob, what are we gonna do now? I'm gonna invite you to just, as you're able, just hop up on your feet. I'm going to invite you into a pattern of breathing that just follow me along. We call it push breath. All right, so you want to get one of your feet in front of you and one behind you. You're going to be doing this. Slow. Now just hold that. Now feel what you're feeling because you're oxygenated. Maybe you feel a little loopy, maybe what we might call lightheaded, but what that is oxygenation, right? So I invite you to go ahead and have a seat. And just enjoy that feeling for a few moments. I mean, it's going to stay with you for a moment. So we're going to share some more wisdom here and take you into a journey.
So are we awaker and aliver and hearer now? Yes? It's amazing what happens when we bring that intention to our breath. Our body feels different, our mind is activated differently, and it sure opens our hearts. 100%. So Emma Curtis Hopkins said this: there are ways of thinking about your environment which will make you like a harp in the fingers of love. So enchanting will be your silent mind to the world-hurt traveler. So blessed will sound your voice to the bruised child of human hardships. You need not worry about whether you shall speak or not. You will have your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel if you take the fresh morning for giving thanks and glad praises unto the Spirit, and speak forth with freedom some lessons. Air, such a magical element. It brings life to our voice to do exactly that, to speak forth with freedom the lessons and blessings that we experience as this thing we call life. We get to share the poetry of our life. Yet, as Emma states, it starts well before we hear the vibration of our voice. So enchanting will be your silent mind. You need not worry. You will have your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel if you take the fresh morning for giving thanks and glad praises unto the Spirit and speak forth with freedom your poetry. Whatever your poetry is. So what does the word enchant? So enchanting will be your silent mind. So what does enchant mean? To fill someone or something with great delight, to charm, to put someone or something under a spell. Whoo, right? Isn't that juicy? How often do we consider if delight is filling our silent mind? How often do we allow our thoughts to charm the very nature that we are? How often are we aware of the spell that we are putting onto our soul? How often are we consciously creating the foundation for our silent mind to receive messages from God, from the unseen world? That's the gospel that Emma referenced. In my shamanic teachings, the mind is associated with the element of fire. It connects our passion center and lights up our vision center. We all know that fire, passion, right? And spirit is associated with the element of air, which connects us to those etheric dimensions. So as air or spirit or breath moves through our silent mind, it finds the sparks that are ready to ignite to set our poetry in motion. Delight births. It charms us into belief, and the spells begin to cast. Air, to me, is the great enchanter. Emma Curtis Hopkins also said, to say that my good is supply, God is my good, therefore God is my supply, is to stir the mountains and the seas to bring us our new provisions. I mean, that's a beautiful space to come out of and set an intention for a meditation. To say that my good is supply, God is my good, therefore God is my supply, is to stir the mountains and the seas, to bring us our new provisions. So we're going to have an experience. We're going to allow our mind to be filled with possibilities that might defy some of our rudimentary understandings of nature and science and time and space and spirituality and our human body. We want to sink into the limitless potential of our own imagination's enchantment, allowing our soul to be put under our own spell, a spell of wonder, of awe, a spell of unity and oneness, a spell that will fill our hearts with the new provisions that Emma spoke of, supplies that encourage our soul's growth and expansion so that we can understand more of who we are within this body. So are we up for a little meditation and using our breath to activate different parts of our body and our spirit and our mind? So I invite you to simply shift around, like move around, wiggle around a little bit, and just sink into a comfortable position where you feel open, where you feel receptive. Mudras are not necessary. I know we think we have to sit a certain way and have our hands a certain way for a meditation. Find what is best for you, where you can focus on you, your connection with the divine. So I invite you to breathe all of the air, exhale all the air out of your lungs. And as you do, push more air out further and further. Squeeze your belly in so that all the air releases from your body. And simply allow yourself to receive the inhale. When we fully exhale, all we can do is receive the inhale. Allow that life force that is riding in on the breath to activate all of the senses of your body. Let's do that again. Fully exhale. Squeeze your belly. Get all the air out of your lungs and simply receive the gift of the inhale, the life, the presence, your connection. Send all of that life force to every cell of your body. This is the sacred breath of life, the spirit that has no direction but carries every bit of life potential. Feel that in your body. Continue to experience that full exhale and squeeze all of that air out. Push it out. And just simply allow yourself to receive the inhale with the intention of activating every cell and move any cell that's stuck, any energy that's stuck. When we intentionally bring spirit, breath into our physical body, we feel enlivened. And as our physical body feels enlivened now, we are going to inhale and send that energy to our third eye. So practice that full exhale. Push. And receive the inhale and send that intention to activate your third eye. Send that energy to your brow. As you continue that full exhale, receiving the inhale to activate that brow chakra. Activate your mind. Send that intention expand your mind. Maybe you have imagery that can help also. Allow the breath to be the instigator, to be the inspirer. So again, fully exhale. And as you receive your inhale, send that energy to your mind's eye. And from there, send that energy beyond. Open up to the spirit world, the unseen world, to the God messages. There's messages out there for you. Expand that mind, expand that presence of divinity and receive. Maybe there's imagery coming in. Maybe there's words. Maybe there's people. Maybe there's symbols. Maybe you feel tingles different places in your bodies. What are the messages that are there for you? Allow, give yourself permission to receive, to surrender, to open up in a way that maybe you haven't done before. Have your conversation with God, with the unseen. What does it have to say to you? Allow your breath to continue to activate your mind with the intention of receiving the messages for you today. Become enchanted, become charmed, become spelled by your own connection to the divine. Exhale your next breath. I invite you to fully exhale. Inhaling and bring that intention of that inhale to your heart. And silently whisper or out loud say thank you. How often do we say thank you, unseen world, for all of the messages that you send to me? And with your next full exhale, receive a breath and send it to your heart, expanding your heart. Place the seeds of the messages in your heart. What does that feel like? Another full exhale. And as you receive your inhale, send that to those seeds in your heart and nourish those seeds. Allow the breath to breathe life, to breathe energy into those messages that were seeded with you today. Pure potential. And with your next exhale, receive the inhale and send that out to your neighbor. Feel the connection in the room. Feel your energy bumping up against other energies in this space. Feel the thread, the ribbon that weaves through all of those energy fields. Exhale fully. And as you receive the inhale, set the intention for the community. It's a beautiful community that you've co-created. Send that energy, send that intention out through that ribbon that's weaving through everybody in this beautiful space. And fully exhale. And as you receive the inhale, pull that energy back into your heart, back into your body. Feel yourself sitting in the chair. Maybe you're a little warmer. Maybe you're shining a little brighter. Feel what you're feeling. As you are ready, I invite you to slowly open your eyes, saying thank you, having compassion, feeling love, feeling connection. Simple intention, directing the breath, activating different parts of it. We can do that anywhere, anytime, right? We can do that with our eyes open. We can do it while we're driving. And do you feel different than when you started, before we started this exercise? Conscious intention is all it takes. So I just want to close with a little poem, a little, I would say, excerpt from Frank Cavano. It's called Oneness Song. It says, poem set to music. You are a poem set to music. You pour from somewhere unknown, your melody sweet and true and given to all. I but need to forget where I think you are and let you be. Thus, I do not find you in the words, but between them. I do not find you in the notes, but behind them. Oh, when I know that I don't know, I no longer block your way. It is then I hear the melody that has lived forever, and it sings to me of heaven. And the words become a single, unconditionally loving word, a song that tells me we are one. I am a hole in a flute that the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to the music.
So the yogi Krishnamacharya is quoted with having said, when you breathe in, God approaches. And when you hold the breath, breath, God remains. When you breathe out, you approach God. Yeah. And then when you release that breath, you surrender to God. So if you think of your life just being one breath, you came in, you breathed in. You held it, you stayed here for 50, 60, 80, 20 years, however many years you were here. And you breathed it back out and you surrendered back to God. So I wrote this into a song, of course. So it's not necessarily a sing-along, it's a breathe-along. And these are nice, beautiful, long breaths. It gets you to about 5 breaths per minute if you follow it. So just follow along. Here we go. Breathe in, God approaches, hold it, and God remains, and breathe out, approach God, hold it, surrender now. Breathe it in, God approaches, hold it, and God remains, and breathe out, approach God, hold it, surrender now. Breathe in, love approaches, hold it, and love remains, and breathe out, approach love, hold it, surrender now, and breathe in, peace approaches, hold it, and peace remains, and breathe out, approach peace, hold it, surrender now. I'm going to give you one more little tidbit. What did you do to deserve your next breath? Nothing. It's given freely, unconditionally. So when you're given something freely and unconditionally, what do? You take it, right? No, you receive it. So this little one-liner here for you at the end. Never take another breath. Receive. Breathe in. God approaches. Hold it, and God remains. Breathe out. Approach God. Hold it. Surrender now.
Oh my. Oh my. I know how you're feeling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so filled with gratitude. I'm incredibly filled with gratitude. I'm filled with gratitude for this community, for your desire and support for bringing Bob and Shannon here, for being able to host something like this, for the beautiful Sarasota Gardens. I mean, and for each and every one of you. And if I haven't met you, please introduce yourself to me. For all the art back there that has been donated for us, for Truman over here sharing his gifts. I mean, I am overflowing with gratitude. Overflowing with gratitude. So this is now the time of our offering, and I want to remain in that place of gratitude, recognizing all the gifts that have already so generously. Many of us, you've already given your gift because you do it electronically. So place your hand over your heart and just know that we are in that reciprocal flow. Breath is reciprocal, is it not? Just as our giving is, just as night and day, life is a reciprocal process. And so we enter into it with consciousness. So this is time of conscious giving. And again, if you've already given online, if you do that on a regular basis, if you're going to do it now, if you're at home, there's plenty of ways that are scrolling across your screen. But let's be conscious and in gratitude. So grateful for this community, each and every one. Let us sing.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
I know these gifts go forth to do its good and perfect work here in this community, in the greater Sarasota community, and beyond that. This month, our giving, our tithe recipient is also youth, supporting LGBTQ youth in the Sarasota, Bradenton, Sarasota, Manatee counties. So thank you, thank you. We've got another song with Bob and Shannon. And then I'll have, this is only going to take me 2 minutes, not even. Sorry, I just want to give a couple announcements real quick. So the auction has already started. I've put my name on a couple things, so that's how I know the auction started. It's really beautiful works back there, so please check that out. Bob and Shannon have a table over here. We have our nonprofit, other nonprofit partners outside. We have Streets of Paradise, Fogartyville, WSLR. Check them out. You need to check them out. Tables to eat at. The food trucks are out there. We've got art tables. We have the tent talk tables. We got lots of stuff going on. Make sure you check out what Truman is doing and look at what his auction item is. Don't miss it. Did I forget anything? Lots of stuff. Oh, you're going to get to see what the ear seeds are. Oh yeah. Now you get to know. You got to go outside and see Dr. Dye, but you can go get a crystal ear seed. Check that out. All right, lots of really super, and we've got massage. We've got Julie here, Julie Donnelly here with massage. You got to check her out too. This woman's expert. She's known internationally for the work that she does. Repetitive strains on your muscles, check her out. Diana's over at the art table. Go do kindness rocks for Sarasota Memorial Hospital Pediatric Ward. We just got fun stuff going on here, so don't miss any of it. Stay with us until this afternoon when we have the last thing will be our drum circle, our closing drum circle. So stay and have a lot of fun. Now, and then Bob and Shannon are going to be back in here for a concert later on. Oh, and we've got Saisha Mercado. God, how did I forget that? It's Saisha Day on the 9th. We're just moving it up a couple days. This is Sarasota County, or City of Sarasota has deemed May 9th Saisha Day. For Saisha Mercado, you may or may not recognize that name. Saisha was a third runner-up in American Idol on their 7th episode, but then she has gone to tour with Broadway, has been in many shows, and graduated right here from Booker VPA. So we're very proud. Her and her husband are going to be here, and we're looking forward to that. Now, thanks for being here.
Awesome. So we're all here at 2. We're going to be right here at 2 o'clock, and we're excited for that. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah. So we do have a table in the back. I've actually released 10 albums. I know it's hard to believe at my young age, how did I do that? But it's possible. If you don't do CDs anymore, we also have a USB, so you can put that in your car and stream us, put it on your computer. Now we do have a 3.5-hour breathwork class. We got a little bit of it today. It's a 3.5-hour class, and just for today, for Shine, we're offering it at half off, $30, and it's right in the back. So $30 for a 3-hour class. I don't believe we're doing that, but we're doing it. We want you guys to take this with you. So one more thing to take along from that song is a blessing that's called Metta. It's a Buddhist blessing of loving kindness. I wrote it into a song. We're going to sing it along together, and then we're all going to barrage that food truck, I have a feeling. Thank you again. Same chords as the other song. How cool is that? I didn't even think about that. To all of my relations, I look you in the eye, 'cause we are all related. It's written in the sky, and we can sing this simple song so much.